What is going on, guys? Slick P here, and today we are doing a little bit of a post commentary over an Armored Warfare game that I had last night. So I decided to jump back into Armored Warfare. I was going to be doing some videos on the new tier 10s. While I'm waiting to get the new tier 10s, I don't unlock them right away. I have to contact the developers and get it through them. And while we're waiting for that process, I figured I'd take out a tank that it was new. It was new to me. The Merkava Mark 2. Now, the Merkava is a Israel main battle tank, and they've always been very interesting to me because the design is so cool looking. Like, especially the Mark 4, the new one that they use now, it just looks beast. It is such a cool vehicle. Now, the one that's in game right now, there may be others, I don't know. I only saw this one. Is a tier 7 premium. Now, this is the Mark II variant. The Mark II variant was made in 1983. It had minor adjustments and improvements over the Mark I variant, which was put into service in 78. Now, again, just going to put a little disclaimer. I'm not great at doing post-commentary, so I hope you guys can bear with me. I will get better as I do more of them. But this is the first one, really, in a very long time. I wrote a kind of little bit of a script, about the Merkava, just to talk a little bit about it, because I think that's pretty cool. I learned some stuff when I do that, and you guys maybe do and maybe not, and you can tell me more about the vehicle. Now, it was used a lot during the Lebanon War, and the Mark II came out after the Lebanon War, which ended in 82, I believe, and yeah, that's the one that's in game. So a cool thing about this tank is I found out it has a mortar in it, a 60 centimeter mortar in the tank itself, which is pretty neat. They said that it can be used as an infantry fighting vehicle. I guess it has a lot of storage space that it can carry people in, soldiers. But in game, the way I see it being used is as a normal main battle tank. I bounced a decent amount of shots this game, and for my first game back, I think I did pretty damn good. So what I did, this is a new map too. I don't even know the name of the map, by the way. I haven't played Armored Warfare in months, maybe 5-6 months since I'm playing now. So it's been some time. So I played very defensive and kind of sniped, and we fought over this left capture point on the map. We're gonna call it quarry, right? I don't know. It looks like some quarries or some mining thing going on. Now this tank is armed with a 105mm howitzer. I think it's smoothbore. But you can't have rockets in game on it. Now, as a vehicle, being new to the game again, not being really good, jumping into a tier 7, I was scared that I wasn't going to do so well. Now, seeing that I did this decent the first game, I think I got 2,500 damage, killed a tank, and we ended up winning. And this tank did its job. I survived the whole game and routed them, fighting against Challenger 1s, which are superior in armor, 100%. I think the tank's pretty good, and I would say, would I get it as a premium? Yes. I'm glad I spent the gold that I had on it. I'm not probably going to use it to grind a lot. I have most of the tanks in the game right now, except for the tier 10s. But as a fun little tank to try out, I piqued my interest, and I'm happy I tried it out. Super fun. The gun's very accurate. I have a couple modifications on it, and it did the job. Now, penning the front of Challenger 2s is hard for most tanks in the game as is, so I don't know. I did pen the sides of a couple tanks. There was an XM1, I believe, that I went through the lower plate of, but I don't know the raw stats on this right now. Maybe I should go back and go read them, but we're just going to watch over this. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of chilling up on top of this little quarry road and taking long engagement shots on these Challenger 1s, trying to hit them in their viewports, because that's like the one spot that you can actually pen sometimes. As you see right there, I just got a glancing hit. You can actually pen them in the viewports. Now, they couldn't hit me at all pretty much from this spot, and I just kept getting, 120, 130 damage, and I think I penned maybe 1 or 2 shots that actually went in. But as a spot in a whole, this spot on this map might actually not be too bad, especially if you are in a very low profile tank destroyer. Now, I don't know, maybe I'll play this tank again. But around at this point of the match, I decided, I'm sick of sitting up there. We need to cap this point. They're capping it. Somebody's obviously in there that I can't see. So I decided to push up. Me being the top tier heavy tank, or main battle tank, throwing up the quotations of the in the game. I figured it'd be my job to push up and do this. Now, it's good to note that this tank is not super fast. Not fast, actually, in any regard. Now, I thought I was side scraping there, and it ended up me getting penned, so I think there is a weak spot that the Challenger 1 can hit in this tank, but I just went right through the lower plate. That XM1, no problem. You know, the gun's pretty good. It's pretty punchy. Has a good reload. I like the snappiness of the turret. And as far as turret traverse and track traverse and chassis traverse and stuff, the tank's pretty good. But armament wise, it's not. I don't see it being a brawling tank. The Challenger 1 obviously shines a lot better than this tank doing the same thing. But we managed, with the help of team, to do some damage and actually live on this corner. But the tank's not super fast. It's not super good at anything that I noticed, but it's a cool tank just because I've never seen the Merkava in any video game ever. You know, when do you get the chance to play this tank in any video game ever? Maybe it's in Arma 3. It would make sense if it was in Arma 3 or Arma 2. But other than those games, I don't know any game off the top of my head. Even like Israel stuff in game for any game is hard to come by, you know. You don't see them a lot. So that's cool. I like seeing some IDF gear, especially this beautiful looking tank. Did I end up? No, I haven't killed this guy yet. So we're fighting two Challenger 1s and a XM1 on the corner. And it's just kind of winding down now. They're pushing a little bit. I'm getting some shots on them. My team is deciding, like, we're going to come mess these dudes up. And it's good to note that the other two guys on our team held the right side very well while we were doing this. But you see that shot there? It was almost almost a bad angle, but I ended up hitting it anyway. So we're just gonna look at the screen here and see what I actually did, and you guys can justify for yourself if you think this is a tank that's worth it or not. But I had fun in the Merkava. I'm glad it was an interesting vehicle. I thought I'd make a video on it just because it was so interesting. You know, you don't see the Merkava in a lot of games. And leave a comment down below with what tier 10 tank you'd like to see first. So what I think I'm gonna do first is the T14 Armada. But after that, it's up in the air. So I mean, I'm sure everyone wants to see the PL01, but I've seen some videos on that already. So definitely think the T14 Armada. And maybe the Leopard, because the Leopard is my baby. Might have to be shown off. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Armored Warfare content and content of this nature. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.